Yesterday I made a decision, and I don't know if it's a good decision or a bad decision. I'm just joking. It is actually a good thing. I'm just being dramatic for no reason. So, as most of you guys know, I have struggled with weight all my life. At the beginning of this year, I was managing a CrossFit gym, and although that job didn't last very long, I met some amazing people. And one of the people that I met that is just absolutely awesome is a coach from England. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he wants me to like shout him out or anything. But unfortunately, he moved back to England when, the whole corona thing kind of died down. He went back to England. He's no longer on the island, but I found out that he was offering online coaching. I worked out with him quite a few times because the hours that I worked when I was managing, it was usually with him. And what I would do is hop into his classes, and he was just awesome. Like, he is such a ham. He's one of those guys that makes my eyes roll. I'm like, oh my god, you're being a dork. But when it comes to fitness and when it comes to training, he's actually very serious and he's very good, and he knows what he's talking about. And when I found out that he was offering online coaching classes, I really started to be like, oh, you know what? I got to jump in on this. And like I said, as you guys know, I've struggled with weight all my life, especially when I hit teenager years. When I was a kid, I was skinny as a rail, but when I hit teenage years and puberty came and hit me like a truck, hit me like a truck and tossed me around. Like, it was like up and down, weight gain, up and down, up and down, up and down. I think the heaviest I weighed, I was pushing 200. That's pounds, 200 pounds. I was pushing 200 pounds. So I've always hovered between like 170 to 180, and even the slimmest I got was 160. So it's just always been a battle, and I think a lot of it isn't necessarily like lack of motivation, although it is lack of motivation, but lack of motivation from not understanding what I'm supposed to be doing. And one of the things they tell you in business is if you don't understand something, hire a coach. And I've never really hired a coach for anything in my life. I mean, I guess like when I was a kid, I had piano teachers and vocal teachers, which I guess acted as coaches. But like aside from that, when it came to business, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to my body, I've never hired a coach before. That's honestly one of the things I think have been lacking in my life, is just having someone there as guidance. And so I reached out to Rich and I explained to him my issue, because one of the things that have been holding me back is my herniated disc. Back in 2016, I believe, I herniated my disc 3 times in 1 year, and ever since then, I've actually been really afraid to do anything. But that's the problem, is that after that injury, instead of strengthening my back to make sure that it doesn't happen again, I ended up just allowing my pain and my fear to control me and just kind of like take over my health. In those moments where I can feel myself get bigger and bigger, it really affects not only just my weight and just like my overall how I feel about myself physically, but also my mental health. And then a few days ago, if you guys remember, when I was taking a walk, I kind of mentioned I've been feeling melancholy, and one of the reasons is that I haven't been moving my body. Out of pretty much sheer desperation at this point, I was like, I need to find a coach. I need to figure out what it is that I need to do for my specific goals. Because my goals isn't necessarily to get like super skinny, like massive fit, like bodybuilder style. I like to run, and so I want to gear my fitness towards more building stamina while also losing weight, so that in the future I could dedicate myself to more sport things, like running, biking, rock climbing. I really want to get back into rock climbing. So I told him this and he understood all of it. That is my goal, but I also really want to help strengthen my core and my lower back to kind of get that back into shape. And he completely understood, and he's going to put me on a program, and I'm really, really excited for it. And today is the first, and I'm a little nervous about this. So I'm sitting here praying to the gods before I start my first assignment for my coach. The first thing he's going to have me do is a fitness test. He's going to have me run 20 minutes, see how much ground I can cover within that amount of time, and how long it'll take me to cover those grounds. Does that make sense? Anyways, it's really simple, just running. Before I had a herniated disc, I was actually training myself for marathons. I was running 5Ks. I hadn't quite gotten to a point where I was running marathons, but I was doing 5Ks and like going into 10Ks and stuff, and then I herniated my disc. So one of the things that I appreciate my coach is that he takes all that into consideration. I told him I wanted to get back into running. So he's like, all right, well, let's start with, testing you, how far you can run, how much impact it'll be on your body. And we'll just will maybe incorporate a little bit of running with a lot more like biking, because I have a bike and that's less impact on my body. That's the thing about my body, is like it's like almost a double-edged sword, and that's where I think I've had such a hard time keeping up with any kind of routine, is that I need to lose weight in order to take the pressure off my lower back, because right now with the weight that I'm at, I'm so heavy that it's like putting so much pressure on my lower back. But in order to do that, I need to exercise, but when I exercise it hurts my lower back. So it's like that balance of how far can I push and like strengthen. And so I'm glad I have somebody walking me through this. But I'm gonna go ahead and run, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Pray for me though, because it is 86 degrees and 73% humidity, and I'm about to run 20 minutes in this. All right, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. That sucked so bad. I did the 20 minutes. I only got like a mile in 20 minutes. Man, my body's really degraded. Oh man, it's kind of embarrassing. Like, yeah, I used to run 5Ks and 10Ks. Yeah. It's okay. Everything is a start, you know, and the thing is, like, if you don't use your body, the more it starts to deteriorate. And so, gotta use it. While I was running, the song I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance came out. And I'm just running there listening to the song, and I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. But we're fine. We're back to our praying spot. Gonna sit here for a minute. See, I think for me, it's not necessarily about oh my gosh, my hair. It's not necessarily about looking good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to look good to impress anybody. For me, this is really just health. Like, I'm afraid if I keep going at this, that the stress levels I'm at, I'm gonna have a stroke or a heart attack, and that's like one of my biggest fears. I'm only 30. I want to just start really taking care of myself. You know, one of the guys business guys I was listening to on YouTube the other day, I was looking at his financial advice, and one of the things he said was, the only thing you should never skimp on is your health. Like, you should always be investing in your health, no matter what stage you're in as far as like financially. Always figure out a way to invest in your health. Invest in good food, invest in coaches if you can, invest in a cheap gym, but just invest in your health. And it makes sense, because disease doesn't care if you're rich or poor. Plus, you know, when you can move your body and when you're healthy, there's so much to life that you can enjoy. And I'm not saying people who can't move their body can't enjoy life. They obviously can. But, you know, a lot of the things that I want to do involve physical stuff, like rock climbing and running, and just a lot of stuff that I haven't been able to do because, one, I can't keep up, and two, my body's constantly hurting. So just allowing myself, just really taking care of myself. And it'll be nice to lose weight too. I mean, I don't want to be rail thin. I'm not trying to be a model or anything. But it would be nice to lose weight and actually fit into clothes. Y'all saw that video of me crying because I couldn't fit into any Japanese clothes.
You just didn't fit in clothes?
Do you know how devastating that is for a teenage girl, though, who already has body dysmorphic issues? It's good, though. I'm glad I started. We'll see how this goes. I'm really grateful for my coach, and I'm really grateful that the job that I had, even though it didn't work out, introduced me to some amazing people and some resources. And yeah, I'm really excited. We'll see how this journey goes. I'm not gonna be a fitness vlogger 5 months from now in my tank top and jeggings and like lifting weights and shit. They're like, this is what life is. That's not me. I'm not gonna be doing that. But I will periodically check in, and since it's a vlog, and I'm incorporating, you know, workouts into my daily life now. You'll probably catch glimpses of it and just kind of see the progress here and there. See, as I was running, I felt bad. I was like, oh, this sucks so bad. Why do I even like to run? I don't like to run. I was like having conversations with myself. But now I'm sitting here and like I feel good. I feel like I accomplished something, and I'm really, really proud of myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love you guys so much. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace. Bye. I just want to chime in here on this luck that I have. Just as I got done running, it's overcast. Where were you like 20 minutes ago? Clouds? Okay, anyways, I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Peace.